The mythologies we know today? Yeah, they weren't just spun from thin air. The Aetherians, Cryonians, Aquari, and Terrakai, these four ancient races, were the actual source behind all those deities, legends, and larger-than-life figures worshipped throughout history. Essentially, they were the original influencers, and our ancestors just did what they do best, exaggerated their feats into divine lore. Let's break it down. The Aetherians, for example, had this guy Zephyrus, who could summon storms and hurl lightning like it was nothing. Ring a bell? That's Zeus in Greek mythology. Meanwhile, Wodanaz, another Aetherian with a knack for wisdom and foresight, morphed into Odin for the Norse. And the twins, Surya and Chandra, with their sun and moon gig, were practically tailor-made for Hindu mythology. Then there's the Cryonians, masters of cold and ice. Scotty? Yeah, she was one of theirs. She rocked at skiing and hunting in the winter and, of course, Norse folks turned her into the goddess of winter. Sedna? Inuit sea goddess. Morana? Slavic goddess of death and winter. All of them, Cryonian badasses who knew their way around frost and ice. Next up, the Aquari, rulers of the waters. Poseidon, the wave master, basically got his name ripped off by the Greeks, becoming Poseidon, god of the sea. Over in Ireland, Manannan's expert seafaring turned him into the Irish sea god. And let's not forget Umoja, the Aquari queen who became the Yoruba mother goddess, tied to rivers and fertility. Aquari were the original water signs before horoscopes became a thing. The Terrakai were the earth movers. Gaia, also known as Mother Earth, obviously inspired the Greek goddess Gaia. Then you've got Thor, whose Terrakai strength and control over lightning had Norse mythology branding him as the god of thunder. And Tlaloc? He watered the Aztec crops with rain and became their fertility god. The Terrakai were all about nature's raw power. Some gods were mixed race. Take Ra, the Egyptian sun god, a hybrid of Aetherian and Terrakai. Or Apollo, prophecy, healing, music, all thanks to his Aetherian dad and Aquari mom. Even the Hindu Trimurti, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva were a trio of Terrakai brothers, each bossing around different aspects of creation, preservation, and destruction. Their consorts, goddesses like Sarasvati and Lakshmi, were Aquari. So, talk about a power couple, literally. In Japan, Amaterasu, the sun goddess? Pure Aetherian light wielder. Her brother, Susanoo, the storm god? Part Terrakai, part Aetherian. The Jade Emperor from Chinese mythology? An Aetherian leader. The 8 Immortals? A diverse crew from all 4 races, because why not? Polynesian hero Maui? A Terrakai trickster with Aquari blood, which is why he could mess with both land and sea. The Aztec Quetzalcoatl? An Aetherian scholar bringing knowledge, while his twin Xolotl was a Cryonian, guiding souls to the afterlife. Even Native American mythologies point back to these races. The Thunderbird? Aetherian shapeshifter. White buffalo calf woman? A Terrakai wisdom keeper with sacred teachings. So, next time you hear some myth that sounds too familiar from a far-flung corner of the world, you know why. The stories of these ancient races bled into every culture, turning their true history into our legends. They didn't just inspire myth, they were the myth.